Start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to their brothers that teaching the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 1/3, and sincere listeners. All right, Yahweh be in the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai be in the name of his Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, this gospel is truth. It's for the Israelites, the kingdom of heaven. All right, it's salvation. The kingdom of heaven is for the Israelites and the Israelites only. Who are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? And the ones scattered abroad that may look like the other nations, but your spirit resonates with this truth. You're more than most likely an Israelite. All right, the kingdom of heaven, salvation is for you. All right, now if you are of the Israelite foreigners looking like the other nations, and you agree with this truth, the words that are being said, from the words being read out, the scriptures, the Bible, all right, and you, like you said, you may look, like I said, you may look different, but you believe in everything that we're teaching, starting with the apostles and elders on down from Great Millstone, all right, you're more than most likely an Israelite. Okay, prophecy has been fulfilled to where you are going to have Israelite foreigners looking like the other nations. All right, this video is not about that, but Spirit was on me to say that, and Spirit, we got to push out that vibration as well. But this video is going to be entitled Am3rican Psych0, the real face of murder, villainy, bloodshed, and danger. Something along those lines. All right. And as you see here is the true face of evil, murder, is the so-called white man, the so-called white race. All right, man, woman, and child. All right, biblically known as the Edomites. All right, Esau being their forefather, Edom being their biblical nationality. All right, and there's just been this narrative. It's always been there. It's been out, but we're exposing this devil, man. All right, this is who we call the devil. He's just a deceiver, and that's what he's just been set up to do, is deceive the people on the earth. And we've just been here to pretty much uncover the lies now, man. The Lord is waking up his men to show you the true, merciless killer on the planet. Okay, here it is. They would have it to where you Jakes, you niggas in the hood are the worst form of criminality. But you niggas only kill your own. You're not gonna go and kill the so-called white man for the most part. You might have a few instances here and there, but as a whole, you niggas just keep your stuff to yourself. But they glamorize that, they publicize that, and make it seem like that affects them. This, black on black crime does not affect so-called white people whatsoever. All right, it has nothing to do with them. They still live in their communities, their suburbs, their wherever they live. Okay, they have enough. They're sheltered away from certain things to where black people problem is not theirs. Okay, so whatever black people are doing in the hood, it has nothing to do with them. Now, if they want, since they, but the thing is, they always want to do land grabs. So now there's gentrification, and now they're concerned, oh, is the neighborhood safe and all this crap, because now they want to move out from their expensive places and then go to where it's cheap. But then they want it to be cheap, but then also as it's being cheap, they also increase the property value of the area, pricing out the locals, who are usually so-called blacks, Hispanics, right? Native Americans, whatever, inner city people, quote unquote. And they try and price them out, and at the same time claiming that the neighborhood is unsafe. You moved in there. You moved there. Right? But fuck all that. On top of all of these things, man, the so-called white man, he kills, look, all the wars are his, right? Let's get World War I, World War II. Okay, that was not led by black people, and millions of people died because of it. Okay? But they'll have you think that the so-called black man is the most murderous, all these YNs in the hood. All right, all these YNs were created by so-called white people. You allowed this to happen. Okay, you whites with black fatigue. All right, blame the CIA. That's owned by so-called white people, man. All right, don't come in. That has nothing to do with black people. Black people are a product of your environment. Okay, black people are a product of your environment. Black people were doing their own thing in segregation. You wanted black people to be included into your society. While they were being included into your society, right? They were also at a disadvantage. Last hired, first fired, right? Don't play innocent like, oh, we don't know why the black man is not in the house. Don't play stupid. Oh, there's so many single mothers. Oh, these single mothers are raising gangsters. Don't play stupid and act like you don't have a hand in that, man. You see what I'm saying? You want to play dumb as if you didn't have a hand in our destruction, man. Let's see. Yeah, this is Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. All right, so who's our possessors? Who's possessed? Who has the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American possession right now under their laws and policies? It's a so-called white man. All right, and this is globally. Okay, so it says, whose possessors slay them, and you slayed us. You slayed us in slavery. You slayed us in transporting us. Okay, during slavery, you slaying us now, man. You slayed us during segregation, or when we're segregated, when you want to go pick a nigga and go hang him and lynch him, right? You slayed us, man. We never went around slaying Edomites. We don't go around, you know what I'm saying? We don't have that. We never had that hate in our heart to go around slaying you Edomites. But you Edomites, for some whatever reason, you hate us so much. You hate us so bad, right? That we're the face of that. That we're the reason for all of your problems. So if we were the reason for all of your problems, why did you bring us to this land? And we know why. It was all prophecy, but we don't want to hear it no more. You Edomites are done. Okay, you're done. You have no say in the matter. All right, your kingdom is fallen, and that's just what it is. And it's a beautiful thing. We're not playing these games, man. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Right. So going into that whole thing with CK, right? He was a quote unquote Christian, but he's a Edomite. Right? He's an Edomite. and he's a Christian. The guy that just got boomed in his head, right? The guy that just got smoked in the neck in front of, in public television, whether it happened or not. But he was a debater, and he was a so-called Christian. He praised the Lord, but guess what? He talked down on you niggas. All right, he didn't like you niggas, quote unquote. He didn't like black people. But these are these so-called these Christians, right? These so-called white Christians, America, God, and country, right? You see it all over, man. I was just down there in the States, man. Friggin', you're seeing Edomites when they're with their pickup trucks, all right? American flag plastered onto the paint of the car, pretty much decaled on the truck, right? You're seeing white Jesus, and then veterans. Oh, I'm a veteran, and God protect my country. All them talks there, but these are these white Christians trying to drive you off the road, like that energy of this is my country, this is mine. I'm an American, right? I'm an American. God, I'm Christian, but these Edomites, they're not Christian like, quote unquote, at all. They're not Christ like. They're not. They think in their mind they are. They said, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich." Okay, and they don't pity you Jakes, man. They don't care when you niggas die in the streets. Okay, they don't care. This is so much. It's so much that goes on with our people that they don't care about. They can never even relate. But I'm exposing these devils, man. We all are. We all are. All starting with apostles and elders on down, man. GMS. We gotta expose these devils, man. We can't let them run with that narrative. And then when it's all said and done, when the Lord says, you know what, it's the time, we're not going to be teaching no more. We're not going to be on YouTube, whatever. It is what it is, man. Right? But that's how you Edomites are, man. You're not Christians. You're not Christ-like. You don't believe in the scriptures for real, man. You believe in the sword. All right? That's what you believe in, man. You don't believe in having your own land, staying in your own land. Okay? Now we got to get that, man. Let me see if I can get it. All right, let me get this. Ezekiel 35:4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Okay, you have a perpetual hatred for us, man. Let's get that word, man. Never ending or changing. Okay, never ending. So your hate for the Israelites is never ending, man. Okay, you'll never stop hating us. You hate us, man. We know you hate us. Okay. I don't care how bad you want to lie to yourself. It's fine. But that's the thing. You devils, you like to act like you're so nice and you're so good. No, be the devil, man. Just stand on business, man. We don't care. All right? Be the devil that you're supposed to be. Let the racism flow all through your rotten veins. All right? Stop trying to act like, you know, you're so nice and all this shit, man. You're not nice. You're a piece of shit. Just be that person, man. Be the devil. All right? A lot of you devils, you want to talk about not every so-called white person had slaves, but guess what? You agreed with it though. When you were benefited from it, you agreed with it. You may have had slaves, but you were definitely giving black people a hard time, right? Being racist and whatever the hell, you know. So you may not have owned slaves, but so what the fuck does that mean? You were still the devil in other ways. You don't have to own slaves to not be the devil. Okay? When separate fountains, separate washrooms and all this crap, and black people at the back of the bus. Yeah, you weren't owning slaves then, but all your stupid ass Jim Crow era laws and all that dumb shit. You didn't need to fucking own slaves then to be the devil, did you? Right? Fuck out of here, man. You guys are pathetic now. You guys are just pathetic. You know, and then you deserve everything that's happening to you. White man fight back and all this crap. All right, the West is falling, bro. Okay? The Israelites are going to be back in power soon under your house shy. All right? King David, 144,000. All right? And then the Israelites and the rest of the Israelites, and then that's the ruling class. Fuck out of here. Because this place got to go, man. This kingdom, you can't thrive under your rulership, man. All right? It's pathetic now, man. It's just bullshit. Hey, you know? You guys are trying to control the narrative, man. You know, and I like the fact that, you know, it's a blessing, man. Not to say, you know, because I don't like the fact, it is what it is. Because the Lord only wants who he wants. But the point I was going to make was, I like the fact that we haven't gone viral, or there's bots, or there's people that make sure our videos don't go viral. Because it's not for everybody, man. You see what I'm saying? Because right now you have a lot of these influencers and, you know, people, whether they be so-called black or white, right, taking our talking points, or not only taking our talking points, but talking against our talking points. You see what I'm saying? So that way they can control the narrative of the situation and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? And then when all hell breaks loose, when everything goes to shit, when all the wine is not working anymore, right? These devils are gonna start uploading clips of us and videos that we posted and all this stuff, us singing whatever. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna be the face of hate speech and all this crap, right? But so fucking be it. But at that point, it's gonna be at the end of this place, anyways. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, the point but going back to the point I was making. All right. Let you people have it. So that's pretty much the point. Fine. You want to tune us out? You want to tune out the apostles and elders on down? You want to keep our videos at a certain level, whatever, you know? But you're still going to use us. You're going to use our talking points or talk against our talking points. Fine. Do whatever you got to do, man. All right? But just know the kingdom is falling, man. And I don't care. This place is shit anyways. It's shit ass human experience, man. You know, when you're privy to things and you're wise to things, man, it's hard to go hard for this place, man. Now, we were never supposed to go hard for this place. We're supposed to go hard for the Lord. But you know what I mean? It's hard to take this place serious. You know what I mean? It's hard to do that when you know so much, man. You know? You don't want to be bothered by people. You just want to be, You know, you got to do business, you got to do your day to day, go to work, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But you don't want to be around these people overall, man. These people are all sick and pathetic, man. They're on no level, man. There's no light in them, man. You know? Verse 6, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. That's right. You know, you so-called white people, you love blood. You love bloodshed. You love murder. You love killing, right? You like killing for sport, right? That's your history, man. All right, let's get your history. This is who you devils are, man. And you don't hate blood, man. You love killing for sport. This is your forefather right here. Okay? This is who your forefather is. We know who you are now. You see? Brother, Elder Howard did a video about you niggas in Chicago, man. You know? Talking about telling Trump not to fucking come to Chicago because they got switches, man. And he made a point about you niggas. That you niggas don't know who your enemy is, so therefore you can't, you're supposed to study your enemy, but you niggas don't even know who your enemy is, and you want to go to war, man. You can't go to war with somebody you haven't studied, man. You never put in no film. You know what I'm saying? You haven't done the due diligence to go toe to toe with the devil, man. And this war that we're in is a spiritual war, man. So us coming into this truth. We're studying who our enemies are and how we combat them, and how we combat them is through truth and through the spirit first. Spirit and truth. Let's just put it that way. Through spirit and truth. Through the spirit and truth. That's the only way we can combat these devils, man. Is just speak facts, man. In spirit and truth, be harmless as doves. Just teach this word. They can't do nothing. We're following the law. We pay our taxes. We do what we have to do, right? And that's it. That's all we got to do. It's not no carnal fight. It's not a carnal battle with the devil, man. But anyways, Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Okay? That's who you Edomites are. You love being outdoors. You love camping. You love hunting. You love taking the friggin', you'll hunt a elk or whatever, deer, moose, and you take the horns and you hang it up, and that's memorabilia for you, man. Even when it came to Israelites, to black people, you would take their skull, the Native Americans, you would take their skull and hang it up somewhere, eat the flesh of black people, all type of weird shit you were doing just to try and obtain the power that we had bestowed in us, man. That's what you niggas do, man. You're the real nigga, actually, too. So understand that. When we call you a nigga, man. Sometimes Jake call anybody a nigga and be like, I'm not black. Nah, it's in the spirit. You're a nigga, man. It's in the spirit that, Jake calls everybody nigga now. Because you all are niggas, man. All you heathens are niggas. The top nigga of the heathens is a so-called white man. He's the top nigga, man. All right? And then you niggas are niggas too. You 2/3 niggas. You're niggas. The only people that are not niggas is the elect. And the 1/3. In the spirit. You see what I'm saying? Because to the world, everybody, oh, what up, my nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up, my nigga? Whatever. Like, Jake in the world, whatever. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is. But in the spirit, right? It's in the spirit. There's a spirit behind being a nigga, man. The majority of the earth is full of niggas, man. Full of it. All right? And we don't discriminate, bro. Over here, we don't discriminate. We're like Charleston White. All right? A lot of you people are in uproar over Charleston White because he's talking shit about CK, that Charlie guy. You know what I mean? That got popped in his neck. And he said, Charleston White said it best. He don't like niggas. And he don't like, you know what I'm saying? He said the whole list. All right? He don't give a fuck. And that's us too, man. All right? So everybody can get it over here. If you ain't coming in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. We're not playing these games. Alright? But we're exposing you devils. We're letting you know what it is. We're letting you know who you are. And you know, your time is up, man. Your time is coming to an end. And we're loving every minute of it, man. Alright? Your businesses, all that's collapsing, everything, man. Love it. I love it. Your generational wealth crumbling. What are you gonna do? Ooh. Fuck it. Alright? Because for us, we've been at the bottom, my nigga. You hear what I'm trying to say? We've been at the bottom. So what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And you going and everything's crumbling for you guys, man. So what the fuck? You guys are done, man. Ah, man. Okay. You know? And this is why you Edomites are mad at us too, man. Alright? Let's read the thing, man. Genesis 25. Okay, it says, let's start at 27 again. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, right? Like you Edomites, like killing little birds and shit. They just, for sport, as a kid, you Edomites just do weird shit like that. You know what I mean? You little psychopathic serial killer Edomites. You know? Just killing birds for sport, like, you know? Fuck you killing the bird for, man? You know? This weird sadistic shit that you devils do, man. You know? Fuck out of here, man. A man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. You know, Jake, mama's boy. You know what Jake is. You know, Jake is a mama's boy, man. Alright, and Jacob, you know, that's just between, you know, inside, you know, not even inside joke, but if you're Jake, you know that. And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, who's Jacob? Jacob is Israel. Jacob is you Israelites, all right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and anybody that comes from the seed of Jacob, all right? Not everybody comes from the seed of Jacob. Just like not everybody comes from the seed of Esau, all right? This is all about lineage. That's what you people need to understand. This is a biblical lineage, all right? Genesis 25 and 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me that this day, thy birthright. All right. And, you know, Jacob used finesse and swindle. And, you know, you sold your birthright unto us. All right. And that's why you Edomites are mad. Because you sold your birthrights unto us. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? Right? You are not a far-sighted individual. You're a near-sighted individual, carnal man. Okay? And you needed food more than you needed more than you wanted the kingdom, more than you wanted your own birthright, man. Everlasting life. You know? To be sons of God, right? You couldn't wait, man. But it was all in the spirit. The Lord set it up that way anyways. And hey, I'm just happy I'm an Israelite, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on the winning team, man. I'm sorry to say, man. You Edomites, you got it rough. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat, drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So because you despise your birthright, and you never saw the benefit in it, you know, now you're mad at us because we got the birthright, because we got next. Because we're going to be ruling. The niggas are going to be ruling. Right? Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Damn Edomites, man. But I mean, if you read up here, you know, pretty much tells you who you Edomites are. But you could read Genesis 25. I'm not gonna, sometimes you gotta extrapolate, because Genesis 25 goes into the birth of Jacob. Let me just read it, man. I'll start at 22. Genesis 25:22. And the children struggled together with her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahweh. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right. And that's how you know, right? So the elder was going to serve the younger. Who came out first? Esau, the elder. Esau, the so-called white man. All right, it tells you. And then when her days were to be delivered, were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. All right, because his pigment showed forth through his skin. Like Shashwa. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. That's symbolic. You hold somebody's heel, that means you're pulling them down. That your foot is your foundation. Your heel is part of your foundation. You grab somebody from the heel, it's actually the easiest spot to kind of make somebody fall, man. Is the legs. The foundation is like the heel. You just lift up their foot, they're gonna be off balance. They're gonna fall. But that was symbolic, right? And Isaac was 70 years old when she bare them. 70. So what is that? 60? Sure. Okay. He's doing this thing at 60. All right. And that's how you know this earth. Yeah, that's how you know this earth is weak now, man. How do you men at 60 you can't even get it up, man? You need Viagra and shit. And you don't have no knowledge of no herbs, nothing, man. You just eat, your diet is all out of whack. Microplastics to the max, GMO food. I mean, we're all subject to like microplastics and GMO food and shit like that, but at least we have knowledge of the herbs, and a lot of you people not exercising, doing what you got to do. You have bad diet, right? So you guys are just done, And remember, the food that Esau got from Jacob, it wasn't even cooked yet. He just said he was famished. So who loves uncooked food? Is you eat them, or you love raw meat. You love raw steak. Okay, he wasn't even done cooking. You just came to saw your brother. He was cooking it up, but he wasn't done. He's just like, oh brother, I beg you, please, I need it now. I need it. Brother's like, okay, whatever. The food wasn't even fucking finished yet, my nigga. And you couldn't wait. And that's you devils, man. You devils are impatient. It has to be your way, or you start crashing out. You're the biggest crash out, man. All right. You see, black people learn how to crash out from the devil, the so-called white man. Okay, that's a bratty, brute instinct to crash out. That's you Edomites, man. Right? That's you Edomites, man. Yeah. Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and he is as death. That's the so-called white man. He loves death. He brings death, and that's it. Death and destruction. Okay? TNT, shit blowing up, explosions, bow, bow, bow. That's you. That's you. Own it. Bullets, gunfire, turrets on trucks and all that shit, man. That's you devils, man. American Sniper, all that. That's you. Alright? Who enlargeth and desires hell and is a death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Right? It was never enough. The Lord gave you your land, your plot of land, and that wasn't enough for you, man. You wanted more. Alright? And the thing is, right? You're just the devil, man. Because, let's just say, yeah, you're just the devil, man. That's just it. You know, the Lord gave all the nations their set piece of land, man. And that wasn't enough for you. You know? Ungrateful bastard. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Right. Because of, that's what you Edomites, you so-called white people are about. Blood, violence, theft, robbery, land grabbing, right? Making up an excuse to steal from others and calling people savages. Oh, they're savages. We had to civilize them. And might is right and white is right. Right? That's you devils. Just admit it. Own up to it. Just own up to it. Alright? Don't come here. Don't even come with no PR speech, man. Just be the devil, man. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. All right. It's Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, right? They can't help but to do wickedness, man. All right? And in going into that movie Am3rican Psycho, all right, that guy, he had to kill, he had to murder. He wasn't even killing, he had to murder, man. He was a sadistic guy. He wouldn't be able to go to bed if he didn't get one off. Take somebody out, basically. That's what I mean by get one off. He couldn't go to sleep until he committed murder. Okay? He was murdering his own people. There was no uproar there. And that shows you Edomites, you murder each other, man. You Edomites murder each other, but it's black on black crime, right? The movie fucking shows you and art imitates life, man. Okay, yeah, he did kill the homeless Jake. If you watch the movie, he killed the homeless Israelite, the Negro, whatever. But that was also bullshit too. He just killed him like it was nothing. He's just a bum. Fuck it. Poked him up. Cut. And he cut. He just walked off like nothing. Like, who cares? He's a homeless bum. He's a homeless nigga bum. Right? That was his mindset. He didn't care. He just poked him up and kept it pushing. You know? And he felt good. He's like, I got one off. And he was able to go to sleep that night. You know, but that's you devils, man. And until you guys have to think of some wickedness, brew up some wickedness to be able to go to sleep. And how you can keep the children of Israel in a detrimental state, man. You know? Well, it is what it is. We know who you are now. You know what I'm saying? We know who you are. Alright? You niggas that don't know, man, the Lord's gonna kill you, man. The Lord's gonna use a so-called white man to kill you anyways. You niggas that don't know. Alright? And this is what it is. Alright? We're not here for people not to fucking know. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know the white man was the devil. White man's not the devil. Alright. You gonna find out. You gonna find out, you bitch ass. Alright? And don't come looking for us either. Okay? We ain't gonna feel sorry for your dumb ass. Trusting in the white man. And the devil. Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence. That's what the so-called white man does. He takes everything by violence. Bomb you up. Think of what was that place? Black Wall Street, man. He was so jealous that black people were thriving through the Great Depression, man. You know, black people buying Cadillacs and shit, and they was hurting. And they're like, how are they doing better than us? How are they doing better than us? Mad as hell, mad as a bitch. Mad as a bitch. And then they want you integrated with them in their society so that they can keep you down. And, you know, oh, you're just a nigger. You're just a black. You're just a black. All right? You're just a black. That's their mindset. What do you know? You're just a black. We civilized you. You're just a black. We taught you, man. If you're smart, it's because we taught you. You went to our institutions. You're just a black. What do you know? Right? Fucking devils, man. That's fine. That's fine. And they cover fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man. And see, that's what we know our enemy, man. We know our enemy. We know how they think. We know who the devil is, man. We know that your guys start when you see us and when you look at us and, you know, your no teeth smile when you see Jake and shit like that. We know you devils, man. Right? That stupid ass sound. Interesting, right? You know, we know you devils, man. You guys are pieces of shit. We know who our enemies are, man. We're not blinded by the light no more, man. Come on. And you hate it. You hate that we're waking up to who we are, man. You hate it. But it is what it is. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And there's not a damn thing you're gonna do about it. Alright? Take it up with the Most High. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence and house and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil bad time, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. All right, you guys are proud. You always think you're gonna skate away into the sunset. All right, yeah, but you know, you're not gonna be able to sail away into the sunset on your yachts. All right, Leviathan's gonna bite your ass up, man. Keep playing with the Lord, man. Okay, keep thinking this shit is a game, man. You're not. Your society, everything's done, and it's really to you elites, anyways. But you, for me, you know, you regular peon Edomites, man. They're proud too, man, because they're proud based off of white privilege. You know what I'm saying? Just being white, just the byproduct of being white. All right, and that's I can't stand that shit, man. And that's who I mainly deal with. Like I ain't never seen no elite. Be real with you. I know the elite, they do their shit. The Lord's gonna deal with them. The Lord's gonna get them because they did wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're gonna do our. You know, we're gonna get down too. But it's you regular peon Edomites that I really have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I hate y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. Just pathetic, man. Loser. Losers. uh, 2 Micah 2 and 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation, say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Right? And that's what you do. You take people's land, divide the field, but you only divide it upon yourself. You heap up everything, and it's all for you, nobody else. Because you're the devil, man. Right? Let me grab this last scripture and then close up. This is Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. All right. Your teeth going into Esau's like military, sword, blessing. Okay. And uses that to oppress the poor, man. Okay. And against the just and the poor, because the poor and the just is one and the same. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. That's it. That's it. Your day is coming. That's what I've been saying, man. I've been saying this. This place is crumbling, man. All right, and the Lord's laughing right now through the prophets. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy. All right, yeah. Oh, talking shit about Jake. You know, Jake is wicked. Jake ain't no saints, right? You niggas are wicked, but we ain't as wicked as you Edomites. All right, we're not as wicked as the way you perceive us, man. The way you made us out to look, man. Now, everything we learn is from you. All right, we're naturally a righteous people, man. We're what's that scripture? Roughly paraphrasing, man. But the way of the wicked seduces them, you know? That one. Might have to get that one real quick. Yeah, that one's gonna bother me. Yeah, Proverbs 12 and 26 says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. All right, we're more righteous than you damn devils, but you got us in a little bind right now, you know? And so right now, you know, our people are crazy, man. They doing all type of wickedness and shit, but they learned it from you. All right, and you never wanted to correct it because you wanted the people to blame. All right, but this is your society. You should want people to do well in your society, man. That way your society can thrive. All right, but that's okay. You're gonna have to find out. You're gonna find out, bro. So back in Psalms 12 and Psalms 37 and 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. The sword shall enter in their own heart, and their bow shall be broken. Right. Yeah. So the same thing that you ruled by, which was the sword, is the same thing that's going to take you out, which is the sword. Okay. You ruled with impunity, with your military force, your bombs, your guns, your weaponry, and all of that is going to take out your own kingdom, man. So and you're all about bloodshed, about slaying and killing and murdering and robbing, thieving and stealing, right? So that's just what it is, man. We know who you are. You can't hide, and we're exposing your ass. This is what it is. So with that, we say shalom, Lord, will you're edified, and to the next one, man.